Hey everyone, welcome back to Crazy Codes, your go-to channel for all your coding stuffs. Today we've got something exciting lined up. We are diving into the world of physics and programming with simple yet powerful concept, calculating the velocity of an object using JavaScript. Ever wondered how fast something is moving? Whether it's a car or even a runner or a spaceship, velocity tells us how quickly they are moving. And guess what? By the end of this video, you'll be able to create a neat little program that does just that. Stick around to see how we break down the formula, set up our code, calculate velocity in no time. Whether you're a beginner or an expert, there is something here for everyone. So grab your keyboards and let's get started. Don't forget that like button if you enjoyed the video and subscribe for more awesome coding tutorials. Now let's dive in. Alright guys, this is a practical example of how we can use JavaScript to find the velocity of an object. We got a question right here, and the question says a spaceship travels a distance of 150,000 kilometers in outer space. The trip takes 3 hours. Calculate the velocity of the spaceship in kilometers per hour. It is in kilometers per hour. Now we have two methods of solving this. We can use either the function method or we can use variable method. That's how I named it. Now with the function method, let me name this function method. We are going to create a function that's going to solve it. I can just say calculate velocity equals these curly braces, and inside the curly braces the argument that go to the displacement and time. After we're done with the displacement and time, we open another curly braces. Inside the curly braces, we'll return displacement divided by time. Now, when you come down here, we just create another variable called result. Let result be equal to calculate velocity. And if you think about functions in JavaScript, you know functions. This is the way we call functions. After you've created something, and the function holds something, and what the function holds is displacement divided by time. Now, the argument is also with displacement and time. So the first value for displacement and the next value after the comma will be for time. So inside this, so open and close parenthesis, let's just write in displacement is 150,000 kilometers, right? So 150,000. And the time is 3 hours. Now it took 3 hours, right? So console.log results. Now if I run this, we will see the velocity to be 50,000. Now it says to convert it to kilometers per hour. I use ChatGPT to get this question. Now it says we should convert it to kilometers per hour, and the value is already in kilometers per hour. So we will add plus kmh. This will signify that it is in kilometers per hour. Now let's run it again, and now you see 5,000 kilometers per hour. We've calculated for the velocity of the spaceship. Let's move on to the method 2 of calculating for the velocity of the spaceship. In method 2, we are going to use basic variable method. Now this one, we are going to create variables. That's going to hold the values. Then we log the results to be displacement divided by time. So first, we're going to start with let displacement equal to 150,000. Now let time equal to 3. Now I can say let velocity equal to displacement times time. Now console.log velocity, and now the kmh was it's in kilometers per hour. Now let's save this as well. And after we run this, you will see it is the same thing. We already have the arguments right. So let's say displacement one. In JavaScript, you cannot use the same variable twice unless you are referring it to something. And right here, you cannot use one variable name for another variable. So let's add one, and let's add velocity. Let's leave the velocity. Displacement two, let's add one to this and one to this. The reason why we added the one, let me explain it again, is because you cannot use a variable that's already been declared. You cannot use that name as another name for a different variable. So displacement one time one, yeah. So it won't match with the displacement in the time. And let's create another row here. That will say this is method one answer. And we also create another row here. That will say method two answer. Now let's save it and let's run it. And if we run it, we will see this is 4,500 kmh. I think there was a problem. I multiplied it instead. Sorry. Let velocity be equal to displacement divided by time. If you multiply it, please change it to the division sign. We multiply it instead for the second method. Now control plus this. Let's run it and you see 5,000 kmh. They are all the same. Both of the methods brought out the same answers. The reason is this method we use the function and we say to the function that if the displacement exists and the time is this, divide it and I'll add kmh. That's what we did here. And inside the method two, we also create variables for them, just variables, and we added the values and we said divide those values for us, and that will be the velocity. Alright, this is how you can create a simple application to calculate for the velocity of an object. There are many things that you can do with the JavaScript thing. JavaScript is a programming language, but also a scripting language, although it runs in the browser, but it's a vital skill you need if you want to be a good web developer. Soon I'm going to make more videos on JavaScript and Python as well, so stay tuned. And this is also going to help you improve your skills in JavaScript. This is the end of this tutorial. I'll catch you in the next one. Assalamu alaikum.